That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. You're leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.2 seconds. No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, clear. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. First position, front of the pack, and Verstappen's behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens next lap, and 11 laps to go. grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. George ahead now. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 10.5. Okay, George is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 7.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:10.5. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. Head is 2.0 seconds. Fresh mediums. Verstappen behind you now. Our gap behind is 3.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. It's Verstappen ahead, and gap to the car in front is 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Time last lap was a 1 minute 25.5. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old, and the time last lap was a 1:25.5. Verstappen ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 08.5. Second place, you're in second place. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Norris behind. Okay, the gap behind is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Verstappen ahead. Okay, gaps of the car ahead is 5.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Time last lap was a 1:08.5. We're slower by 9/10 a lap at the moment. Verstappen's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 5.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 08.7. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Let's keep pushing. The gap between you and the next car is 6 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 6.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:08.7. Okay, they're building a lead of 6/10 a lap. Come on. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Norris is behind you, and the gap behind us is 2.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Time last lap was a 1 minute 09.6. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Smiling faces on the pit wall then after that superb win here in Red Bull. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing.
Okay, you've got P3. P3, well done. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Leclerc is behind you, and that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. 13 laps to go. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Gap to your teammate behind is 5.0 seconds. First position, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. And your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 9 laps to go. Careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Tyre condition still looking good. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, 7 laps to go. You're in first position, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. We're leaving the car behind by 0.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:33.6. Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Got P7, 7th place. Okay, Hulkenberg just ahead. Push, push. Okay, they're on old softs. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, 6 laps to go now. Oscar's coming in for his stop now. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, gap to the car behind, 3.8 seconds. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 4.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 34.1. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. pack, that's P1. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, push, push, gap to the car behind. 5.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.7 seconds. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
What a fantastic Grand Prix. And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson.